Perfect. 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 Perfect.
What's going on, good people? It's your boy. I'm not so loud. It's your boy Gaming Dad. My mic sounds weird. Maybe it's my headphones, but no, I think it's the mic. what a wonderful Monday. I'm sorry, man. Ain't no kind of news. You know, April Fool's Day, everybody doing something stupid. Trying to slip somebody up and have these outrageous things on the internet, but you know, it is what it is. Well, I hope you guys had a good Resurrection Day yesterday. Hey, Geeky, D1 in the building. Candy cuts it up. I think I put you on there as Candy P. My bad. I'll switch it. Let me see if I can do that now. Let's see. Sonic Nicotales is in the building. I got the poll on there kind of late. I was doing some editing rather. But he says I can't win the wheel, but I can rig the results. You know what? Listen, that's how I look at it. Let's go some supersonic Mockingjay. Excuse me. But besides that, man, listen, I had a pretty good Sunday. Usually, man, I'm always working, man, and you know what? I get to take the whole Sunday off. It was quite refreshing. My wife enjoyed it as well because she got to spend some all day with me, and I didn't have to go do nothing for nobody else. Besides, take my son to work and then pick him up. But besides that, that was it. We do have a poll question on the board today. Will the Nintendo Switch sell 21 million more units in its life cycle? The reason I asked that question because, you know, of course, Sony president just announced, like, on his way out, like, yeah, you know, we sold 160 million PS2s. So if that is true, that definitely is a lot more than 155 or whatever. I just don't believe that. It's been 150 whatever 6 million through 2 cycles of systems. It was 156 during the PS3. It was 156 through the PS4, and at the beginning of the PS5, it still was 156. But all of a sudden, when this joker getting ready to walk up out of here, he might say, "You know what? Yeah, we sold 160." I just don't believe him. I don't. This is me. I might be wrong, but I don't believe him. So ice cold water ain't nothing like, man, brother, you know, like you. Refreshing. Besides that, man, listen, but before Sunday, I was crazy busy. This is prom season, man, and people are getting their senior pictures done, and I had a couple of baby shoots this past week. I was all over the place, man. So I'm gonna be editing pictures, man, continuously. Whew, man, probably for the next 2 or 3 weeks. I got a soccer game to do on Friday, and I thank God that I'm able to produce. You know, I had a thought. This is what I wanted to do, and then that thought turned into a business, and that business is slowly but surely thriving in the seasons. And so, a friend of mine was pushing me to try to do something different for the community. And so we're going to do they have this like kind of like, I don't know, pop-up event for different venues that want to meet up at one spot. So they got a thing going on here where I live at, and then this summer. And so I've paid for my spot, and I'm going to do pictures on demand. I bought the right printer for it, and I just don't know how to use it yet. That's how I go. You don't know how to use it. It's like, I'll figure it out. So I'll be definitely working on figuring that out. And that's really about it, man. Steve M, man, what's going on? No, I did not know that, Steve. What? Did you hear the Lions traded for? Who did they trade though? See, that's my question. Who did they give up? Oh, buddy. I gotta watch SportsCenter after the stream tonight. I'm about to type in Devontae Adams with Steve M. It's on the board. Oh man, what I'm doing? Steve M. Golly, boy, I'm messing up all everything. Steven M. Ha! Killed me. Ha 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 ha. Steve killed me. Them kids be like, you know the kids that do this here, they're like, break them. Steve broke my neck on that one. Let's see. Hold on, let me make sure I got everybody. Steve M. Dave Dub. All right, Steve. You know what, man? Listen, don't worry. I'm gonna let you air out your tires. All right, let's go through the chat real quick. I can't see Geeky's comment. I don't know why I won't pull down, but however, Geeky's in the building. Side of Nickel Tails. What's going on with you? He said no poll, but yep, I put one up there. It took me a little minute to get up there. Hey, Candy said, yo, how's everyone doing? Miss you guys. Well, listen, hey, and we miss you back. Welcome. Hope you can stick around tonight, Candy. D1 in the building said, what's up? Gaming Dad, Geeky in the chat. I'm here, but I'm playing Shattered Lines and listening. What is Shattered Lines? What is that? Geeky says, hello to everyone. I don't know why I keep doing that. I got this other chat up. So used to it. CMG said, what up, Gaming Dad in the chat? Still no Nintendo news yet. I know, right? I think the bad part about it is probably going to be a kind of a slow month. But I did hear a little snippet. I don't know how big of a deal this is about Silk Song being they finally put up, they got a page for it now on the Xbox. I don't know, the significance of that. But it could be something, it could be nothing, because that same product page has been up on Nintendo for I don't know, almost a year, and on Sony. So, but it's up on Xbox now, so courtesy of Game Explain. D1 Dave Dub say what up? Hello, Dave. How you doing, brother? All right, Steve. Christopher Chambers. What's going on? What's going on, Dave? What's going on, Chris? How you doing, my brother? Chris in the building. Well, Chris, let me put you on the board, man. Never know. Could win you a fresh $10 eShop card. You might be able to give it away to some lucky kid who might have a Nintendo Switch. Chris. I put Christmas. I didn't even put Chris Chambers. That's bad. All right, Christopher Chambers on the board, my brother. Geeky, don't be laughing that hard. Don't be laughing that hard. Steve S says, sorry, had to do it. I know, man. I know. And I bid on it. That's the bad part about it. I bid on it. This one I was just talking about all these stupid YouTubers out there with these old crazy April Fool's jokes. That's all right, though. I'm all right. Don't worry, Steve. Basil YT in the building. What's going on, Basil, man? Welcome. Representing the UK in the building. YT, got you on the board. Listen, boy, can I spell? I'm not going to tell you what I put up here on the board. Let me rewrite it. All right, got you. That's YT. Chris says, doing awesome in the PCB this week. What's the PCB? Help me out. Don't shame me. I still can't see D1's comments. Yeah, D1 said something like in the early part of the chat, buddy. Listen, Steve one says, there's a demo for Stellar Blade, but I haven't had time to try it. Yeah, I did. A lot of people tend to like it, from what I heard, 'cause I watched a couple of YouTube videos. But nope, I haven't played it either. I could have played it today. I should have played it today, but I've been on my grind. CMG said, got him with the April Fool's joke. Yeah, he kind of broke me a little bit. Panama City. Oh man. Listen, our spring break is not till next week. So I got one more week of madness. But I wish I was on spring break because my wife is on spring break, and it just sucks to not be on the same spring break. The PCB. I like Panama City. Kenny says, I've been ill, had emergency surgery. So I was resting and missing a bunch of streams, but I am doing better now, though. Okay, listen, first of all, I'm so glad you're doing better. I don't know what happened. It ain't my business. I ain't supposed to know. But I just pray in the name of Jesus that you continue to heal all the way through and you be there for them wonderful babies. And get back to cutting hair. Doing what you love. All right, good people. Let's see. Man, as you guys, I know some of you guys have been watching. It hasn't been a whole lot of news. You know, people been, having a little editorial opinion pieces on certain subjects. I was just like, don't want to care. I just don't care to hear about this of it. But that whole situation with RGT, I thought was pretty funny. People, one thing about people do get emotional for no reason. People get they get so passionate and so confined in their way and how they think of things that everybody's supposed to think their way. It's like, you know what? Everybody got their own opinion. Yep. So let's see what we do have. We're going to talk about a couple things. You know what? Digital Foundry kind of went over the things dealing with Xbox and their plans on doing a new handheld and how they've kind of found some evidence that, really Microsoft has been thinking about this since 2021. Back in those, one of the hosts on the show went back and looked at those documents from the court case that kind of exposed, that court, I think that Epic Game court case, and it kind of really exposed like some of the things that the Xbox was doing. And so they had this pyramid, and it showed like in the pyramid that, Xbox was, really thinking about a handheld back in 2021. So this thing could be a lot further along than what we were being led to believe. So it's going to be interesting these next couple of months, really this next couple of years. Captain C in the building, it says, at some point as we passed February, I came to an acceptance that 2024 is just a mid-year for gaming. Yeah, you know what? It's not. If I had to really look at it, like it's not a whole lot of games I'm excited about. This is like right now, it's like you ask me, like, say what games, like, I'm just gonna really spend my money on. I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about picking up what's that game that just came out on PlayStation? By Ninja Theory. Help me out. I hate when I mess up names. But I want to pick that game up for the PlayStation 5. But I'm gonna read Steve's comments real quick. He says, I feel you on some of the gaming news lately. It's kind of toxic, and game are supposed to be an escape from all that negativity and stress of life. Absolutely, man. And that to me, that's been my biggest issue. Is like, you know what? Like, I want to keep involved, but then sometimes, man, I listen to some people, man. I just like, man, you just reaching. So I don't. If there's nothing to report, just don't get on here and talk for the sake of talking. You're just trying to make your money. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get it, but man, it's like, oh. So Steve said, I don't know about being a mid-year like a Dragon, Persona 3, Reloaded, Power, Helldivers 2, Final Fantasy 7, Rebirth are all good games. I'm not going to doubt any of that. My only issue is that for me, it's not a whole lot of those games I want to play. It's nothing that I want to say, you know what, break out of my current backlog and play, jump and buy this here. I'm probably gonna wait because some of them games is probably gonna be on sale, and I'm gonna get those games on sale. I'm not gonna get them right away. Even though Helldivers, man, golly, it keeps tempting me. I keep watching videos. I'm like, oh man, I really, 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 really want to pick it up, but I'm gonna have to wait. They're not all my cup of tea, but I can respect them. Okay, listen. Okay, we're both in the same boat. Okay, yeah, I absolutely agree. I definitely, it's like, hey, but there's not a game yet. I was like, oh man, you know what? I just gotta play. Even though like I really wanted to try Dragon's Dogma. I see that comment on there, Steve. I wanted to try it on my Steam Deck, but then I watched a couple of videos on the Steam Deck. It's like, oh no. That game does not run good on the Steam Deck. Stay away. If you're on YouTube, man, please get your vote in. The question of the night says, will the Nintendo Switch sell 21 million more units in its life cycle? And currently 60% says yes, 40% says no. I'm going to go with the yes. Because, you know, they're probably well, at this stage in the game, they're probably well over 140 million. I'm going to probably predict they're probably about 142 million right now. So that's roughly, you know, about another 18, 19 million. And I think, you know what I'm saying, as we get closer to the Switch launch, you know, we'll probably, before that Switch launch, we'll probably be at 150 million, 150 plus million before the launch of the new system. And so then after that, you probably will get another 2 years. And then you have definitely some options. Super Excited Mike and Jay says, if Nintendo doesn't have any news by blank, their year might be toast. When? Okay, let's answer that first part. Man. I think, you know what, they got all the way into June. I think, you know, even if they didn't announce anything, but you know what? But they're gonna have to. I don't. They could last to June, but they're gonna have to announce before May. I mean, before the end of May. Matter of fact, before May 7th. That's right, because their investors meetings is on your boy's birthday. They're gonna announce something. Some we're gonna get some news on May 7th or before, for absolute sure, because their investors meeting, you know what, and their stock prices is, on a daily day basis, has been slowly slipping. It's like 13, I think like 13.5 cents. Well, not that, I said $13.50, excuse me. And it's slowly dipping down day by day. So you know what? They're gonna have to announce something to these investors if they want to continue to have a nice smooth flow of financial backing from their investors. So, but yeah, they'll be all right. I believe we're going to get something this month. I believe that, but once again, this is Nintendo. It could be nothing. All right, it says the only thing they have going for them currently is Luigi Mansion 2. Yeah, right now, currently, they only got really two more big games. That's really three. They got three games that's like, one is Nintendo's published that diving game, and then Thousand Year Door, and then you got Luigi's Mansion 2. But, you know, once again, it's like, okay, yeah, them games is coming, and probably Luigi's Mansion 2 is probably the game, if I was picking one to buy, I would probably pick that game up, but it's not a whole lot right now. So, and you know, you tend to hate this point of, you know, even with the Nintendo NX, you know, this had that point where, you know, things kind of got quiet, and then all of a sudden they dropped that trailer, boy, and it united the whole industry. So, oh, Geeky's gonna get in here twice as nice. All right, Geeky. All right, Geeky. All right, girl. Geeky's Twitch. Got you on the board. All right. Captain C, man, I didn't even see you on the board, my brother. I'm sorry. Please accept my apologies. Let me get you on the board there. Captain C. All right. Casey said maybe the physical copy of Hellboy and TMT Mutant Unleashed. That's it. Whew. You know what? Man. Yeah. Speaking of physical games, man. You know what? Oh no, I guess we'll talk about this when we get to Xbox, but Xbox is definitely going all digital. Probably sooner than later. And whenever this handheld come out, it's going to be definitely a all digital event. I don't know how I feel about that. Like Steam has won my trust so far. You know, I'm not too complaining about Steam and the things that they lack and don't have, or I'm okay with that. But I'm still a little baffled about giving that kind of control over to these gaming companies, because you know what? Yeah, you can be playing your game 1 minute and then all of a sudden they pull it. Or if they lose the license, it's like, oh, that's the part that gets me. So like if they lose the license, but you know what, you get a new system, but the old game is on the old, it's just a bunch of mess, man. Bazza says there's no games this year. What makes me excited? None announced so far. There's nothing that I say, okay, it's coming out this year that I definitely. Matter of fact, let me take it back. I do have a game. Like whenever Wolverine drops, I'm excited for that. That's gonna be a day one pickup for me because I'm just a big fan of Wolverine. But you know what? And of course, whenever the Switch come out, it'd be great. You know what? The thing about like this here, man. April. I mean, it's April already. The year is already a fourth of the way gone. So you got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. So you got 9 months before Christmas. Already. So hopefully this time next year, hopefully we are either getting ready for the launch of the Switch 2, or we are actually playing it. So Giga says my second entry for Ben. He says hello. He says, hey everyone. That's it. I'll say hello. Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy? Dave says I'm looking forward to Paper Mario Thousand Year Door remake, and hopefully Hades 2. Oh, forgot about Hades 2. Low key, listen. Hey, if y'all haven't listen, I gotta put that higher on my priority. I gotta beat Hades. But I've gotten pretty far. Hades is a great game, man. Oh man, good story, man. I love a game with a good story. But yeah, it's right, Hades 2. You tend to forget about that. At Hades 2. Hold on, let me back up track. I've got some games I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, Silk Song is this year. Hopefully, Plunky Squires this year. So I got a couple. I do got a couple. Silk Song is probably number one on my list right now. Captain C, good year to catch up on your backlog. Yeah, this is right. Right now is the time. Right now is the time. Steve N says, do you think Nintendo will finally drop the price of Switch? I've seen some random sale here that the OLED model is under $300. I think it's a very plausible chance that they drop the price of the Switch once the announcement of Switch 2 is made. Once Nintendo says, look, this is the code name, or better yet, this is the launch, this is the introduction trailer. Once that happened, then yeah, I think it'll be a good chance. And then, to me, they should. As soon as they announce, they should just say, hey, we got a price drop for our Switch, and let people go and pick them bad boys up for a good price. I think they'll sell plenty. And just to clear that stock, and build that user base up. That'll be great. Then what's going to happen is for the first maybe year or two, man, you're going to have companies. They'll be fools to make games strictly for Switch 2. They be fools to. I'm like, man, I won't make every game I got backwards compatible. Every game that would come out. If I was the publisher, if I was EA, I'm like, listen, we're going to figure out how to get this bad boy on the original Switch. And you know what? because you got to take advantage of that user base. You can't walk away from 140 million people that could potentially play your game. That's just good business. Switch 2, 350 or 400. I would. That's a great question. That should have been a poll question tonight. I'm gonna say 400. I'm gonna say 400. I think 400 is a good price in this state of the economy. Compared to what's currently being out there, I think 400 is good. Let's see. He says, at least I'm not the only one. Go geeky. Let's not GT off the first 3 finishes. Man, leave my boy alone. Sonic, he said, okay, you talking to somebody else. Okay, right. We can go down. CMG says, once they announce the Nintendo Switch 2, I'm going to go crazy with Switch content. Listen, it will be the time to. I gotta get myself on a schedule to start producing more like editorials, just kind of like quick little minute, 2-minute editorials on things I like. Some short content. Sunday Maki J says 40 says $70 plug Squire from the wheel is down to 25/50. Pepper Grinder is good, but definitely has its what's this 8 shares of it's hard shares of difficulty. Yeah, listen, from what I've watched, yeah, but it's a game that I would play. Captain T says after the Battlefront collection flop, I think that I realized it is time to move on from these once great IPs. They happen, but we need some new things for this generation for gaming to thrive. Yeah, a lot of these companies, even Nintendo, Nintendo to me has done it the best. But a lot of them are holding on to the them IPs that were like super good, and they're trying their best to kind of like make things happen. So I think you had a good point on that one. But the key is like what could be so new, that I'm really curious to see what games Nintendo has lined up. That first lineup is going to speak volumes. Which games is it going to be the same old? Okay, we're going to get a Mario Kart, we're going to get a Splatoon. I think, they got to have some stuff that's like super fun and exciting from day one. D1 says, will somebody just tell Sega to bring back a new Game Gear? Okay, thanks, bye. Man, I like how you jumped in, D1, dropped the bomb, and then jumped out. It's almost like playing double dutch. He's like, I'm in, and he jumped out. Man, I don't know, buddy. Game Gear, listen, the Game Gear was a great system. It just you couldn't go nowhere with it. Like you had to play plugged in. Like I remember plenty of night having to just like sit by the plug. Like I hear my game, sat by the plug, and I would sit there. I had to get a pillow to sit on because I was on the floor, and but that's how I got it in. But yeah, the Game Gear was good. It was good. Quake 311, what's going on, my brother? Let me get you on the board, Quake. All right. He says, Mario Odyssey 2 better be the Switch 2 launch title. Let me ask you a question, Quake. Oh, man. Would you be okay with launch window? If they came and say, hey, you know what? Maybe the system comes out in April. It launches with Metroid Prime. And then they say April 31st is Mario Odyssey 2. Would you be all right with that? I would be okay with that. But you know what? They'll have so many people picking that system up if it launches with a Mario. To me, that's the better move. But what if, Captain C said, I saw a passenger a few weeks ago playing with a Game Boy. I gave him an extra snack just for that. You right. You right. You right. You gotta show love. If you got a little kid that can focus long enough to play on the Game Boy, yeah, you gotta give him some love. It says Pepper Grinder has 5 hidden coins in each level. Some that unlock extra levels. I might not get 100%, but I do want to get the coins to each level. Picross S11 launch title. I assume that's season 11 launch title. You know what? Give me a Snipper Clips 2. I take a Fast RMX. Fast RMX was good, man. If I had to go back, man, it's a couple games, man, that were at the launch of the Switch that I thought was like super good. They had what was that like shooting game? I need to re-download that bad boy. Oh, it was, oh my God. Hold on. I gotta find it. It's gotta be in my. They had a shooting game, like a space shooting game in the beginning of the Switch. Hold on, man. I gotta find it. Oh, The Messenger was good too. That's another great game that came out in the beginning. Snipper Clips. Mark of the Ninja. That's another great indie game that's on the Switch. It's probably dirt cheap right now. Super good game. Pluggy Squire. Katana Zero, another dope game. Lonely Mountain Downhill, it's like a dirt bike game. Super good. Super good. Yeah, Fast RMX. Okay, here it. This the game I was talking about. Graceful Explosion Machine. That game was dope. Dope. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, let me see if I got to download it. Oh, I got to download it. I haven't used this Switch. I don't know how long. I even got a SIM card in this bad boy. I don't even got a SIM card in this bad boy. But I got to download that. Man, that was the game. This is which features should the PS6 have? Ooh-wee. Okay. If PlayStation 6 is going to thoroughly complete, because yeah, they'll be okay because there's too many people out there who don't like change. But to me, for them to be truly successful, they got to go the Switch route. Have you played? I haven't played since Pac-Man 99. Oh man, Pac 99, boy, that was my game. What is October the 10th? Signing up sales. What's that? But back to your PS6 question, I believe they're gonna have to have something that allows that PS6 to be portable. I don't know what they do, how they differentiate themselves from Xbox and Nintendo, but they're gonna have to make themselves portable, because that's why they're getting ate up over in Japan, because you know what? No one's trying to be stuck on TV. No one's trying to go to home and stick on TV. They want to be able to take it with them and be at the park or be whatever. You know, the Nintendo Switch has definitely changed the landscape of the video game scene, and so hold on, good people. You know, I gotta download this. Man, why? You know, you go over your library and like games you don't got downloaded. You're like, man, I got a lot of games. Yeah, we want to download. All right, bet. I'm about to give me some playtime on that. That was my game. Oh man, yeah. Listen, that to me. They need to bring that back. I even went and bought Pac-Man for the Switch after Pac-Man 99 went out, because I just needed that fix. It's nothing like it. Pac-Man 99, well, that was just something different about that thing. Super fun, super competitive. Games capping real quick. Let's see. DualSense 6 needs better battery. Absolutely. Yeah, it's quite terrible. It's to a point, man, when I had to buy a third controller so I can leave two on the charger, and and have that third one kind of in between, because of the fact that they don't last very long. PlayStation 6 also probably needs to have some really good ray tracing. Like I said before, it's got to be portable. They got to have some kind of portable aspect to it, where you can switch in between. You have a dedicated system where you can offload those things to a handheld. I don't know how they do it, but they got to have a portable element, and it can't just be locked into your cell phone. So let's see what else. What else would they need? I don't know, man. I don't know how, like to be honest, like, what, how much better can the graphics get besides being almost lifelike? I don't know. I have no idea what that next generation even looks like. Because if you look at certain games on the PS6, the key is, you just want some of these games just to run better. Sometimes I'm playing Final Fantasy 6. I just want the game to run a little better in certain situations, but still, the game is phenomenal. So, Supersonic Michael J says 120 frames per second. And, to have those kind of options, have it, right out the box, be able to support, widescreen support and all that. Yeah, I think, those are kind of things you want really good. Whatever the latest version of Wi-Fi, whatever. But I'm trying to think. But to me, that they gotta have something that ties them all in together. I think PlayStation VR 2 needs to seamlessly, to connect to the system. I don't know, man. Loading time, but the loading times are good though. Quay, the loading times on the PS6 is like, almost flawless. Captain Cease is portable with a disc drive, plays DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. The bad part about it, I think PS6 is they're gonna sit back and they're gonna watch Microsoft. I think it's a very slim chance that they were going to release a PS6 that has a disc drive built in. That disc, if they have a disc drive, it's going to be an attachment. They kind of already show you how they're going to do things. So yeah, definitely. I would like it to continue to be a great Blu-ray player, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think it'll be an attachment. They're going to find ways to cut across, and so I think that's a good way of doing it. Yeah, I think I'm telling you, the portable aspect of it. If they have some kind of combo, hey, you know what? You got a handheld, you got a PS6. When you at home, you on the same Wi-Fi. Then, games that you're playing gets, you get a better resolution. It recognizes automatically, hey, I'm on the network. They're kicking the PS5, and that power somehow makes your games run even more fluent. To me, that's dope if they can figure that out. But yeah, I just don't know how much better some of these games can look. Because to me, like, to be honest, playing on my Steam Deck, playing some of these games that you wouldn't even think would run on a handheld, and have that thing. I mean, to me, it's like, oh man, this is great. What's going on, A Styles? What's up with you? Let me get you on the board. All right, you on the board. We currently got 15 people on the wheel tonight. If you are new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button for your boy, man. Just a couple, couple things real quick. You know what? Your boy is broadcasting live on Twitter as well, and that's gaming_dad3. We're currently live on Facebook at Gaming Dad on Facebook. We are currently, so what else we're live on? Of course, we're on YouTube, same thing as Gaming Dad. We're on Twitch at Gaming Dad 1906. But yeah, definitely without a shadow of a doubt, man. To see, so I feel like they opened enough doors for Mario, prepping for a nice drop in the multiple areas on his system. But I am more interested in seeing how they're going to enhance Smash Brothers. So A Styles, you know what? I think I asked this question last week, so I'm gonna ask it to you again this week. If the new Switch come out and they say, "Hey, we got Smash Brothers, the complete Ultimate collection," they give you pretty much the same Smash Brothers, but they give you all the DLC, all together, all the stages, and they give you a new Fighters Pass. Do you buy in? Would you be happy? That's a good question. I personally would. Listen, it would get bought immediately. But to me, listen, what I thought that Nintendo was going to do later in the cycle, which would have been great if they would just, remastered Melee. If they would have remastered Melee and put that bad boy out there, and to be honest, they didn't even need to remaster Melee. They could have just straight dropped Melee as it is, gave it just a little bit more, make sure it ran at 60 frames per second, give it a better net code, and they could have released it as is, and they would have sold that bad boy would have, and they could have had it for like $40. They would have made so much money. So yeah, that is the big question, really. A lot of people are not talking about, like, what's going to happen to Smash Brothers. What can they really do? It's the same thing. When you look at Mario Kart, it's like, man, Mario Kart. If you look at some of these charts, it's continually to chart. I mean, this is the 7th going on the 8th year of the system, and that is still in the top 10, which is crazy, absolute crazy. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do to make Mario Kart like that much better. What do they do to make Smash Brothers just that much more appealing? I'm definitely looking for what's going to happen next. Captain C says, I guess this is where Nintendo wins. They focus on innovative gameplay as opposed to just performance. I think at the end of the day, we want a game that's fun. I think that's the majority of us who pay attention to Nintendo. We like games that are fun. And you know what? Of course, it's nice to have games that have, that just got all the graphics in the world. But you know what? You really want a game that's like, man, that was a great experience. Captain C said, just passing the Sydney Harbor Bridge, and this building nearby looks like Terror Town and Zelda. You should take a picture. And Captain C, man, I don't know if you on our Discord, man, but you should definitely hop on. I didn't post that tonight, but if y'all need me to post it, I'll post it. That'd be a nice picture. What's going on, Cam? Say Melee is timeless, but that's all they can do with Smash. I'm thinking is to redrop it with all the characters, but it will piss off people who pay for each other Switch. You know what? Listen, it would if you bought it late. Like, I bought it. Listen, I knew I was getting into. I would be absolutely okay with it. And I'm a cat that bought all the. I'm cool with that. But if they give me a better experience on this Switch 2, and they give me all the characters, I'm with that, man. I will be absolutely, I would not be pissed. I'll be like, I'm here for that. I know my kids will be here. They'll be like, all right, you know what? They will figure it out. My brother keep chiming in. But yeah, I am all about that. Say, if you get it last, it's a must have either way. Yeah, listen, right, Geeky, either way. I think it's like you just can't with Smash. It's like, to me, it's one of the best games Nintendo has ever like produced. The quality, to the experience, to the short load times, man, they optimized that game to perfection. And them people be mad all they want to, but you know what's gonna happen is they're gonna say, yeah, here my $70. That's what they're gonna say. Here my $70 and keep the party rolling. Cause they're gonna listen, it's no way you get away with that. It's no way that you say, I'm not gonna pay that money. Bazza says, for me, the more graphics look better, the more it looks the same to me. I'm trying to think. What are you talking about, like, Bazza? You talking about like, how all three systems are kind of like on the same plane? Because that, to me, tornado. Oh wow. I didn't see Gigi. Gigi said be back in a few. Tornado warning. Yeah, Gigi, get the safety. The weather down in Texas, boy, ain't nothing to be messed with. All right, so yeah, we're going to say a small prayer for Geeky real quick. Dear Heavenly Father, we ask and pray in the name of Jesus, Lord, that you bless them and keep them safe. Let this storm pass right by them, Lord. Let no weapon formed against them prosper. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. All right, Geeky, listen, you covered. You good. All right, tornado, oh wow, stay safe out there in Texas. Geeky, yes, stay safe. But, Bazza, I'm with you. It's like, when you look at PlayStation and you look at Xbox, it's like, I mean, if you bought the game on either system, you know what, you're going to be okay because, they all kind of look the same. You know what? I like Breath of the Wild because it looked a little different than everything else. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of a hard decision, I don't know exactly. Let's see, my dogs be crazy, making all that damn noise. Excuse me for saying that. All right, Curve, listen, the poll question tonight on YouTube, it says, will Nintendo Switch sell more than 21 million in its life cycle? Currently, it's 67% says yes, 33% says no. Get your vote on if you're over on YouTube. Let's see. All right, currently, man, listen, if you are on any other platforms, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. If you just chime into the chat and you can say, what up, Gaming Dad? Just that simple, and we'll put you on the board. Matter of fact, let's switch to that screen so you can see what the board look like if you're new to the chat. All right. There we go. Get that off. All right, so right now we currently have 15 people. So if you chime into the chat, I'll put your name on the board. No matter if you're on, I should be able to see your comments if you're on Twitch or Twitter, and I should be able to see your comments. Of course, if you're on Twitch, I can definitely see you. On Facebook, I can see you. YouTube, I can see you. So definitely, Cam. That's right, Cam. I'm glad you put your hand up, man. Put you on the board. All right, Cam is on the board. Let me see if I missed anybody else. If I missed anybody else, man, put your hand up one time like Cam did, so we can make sure we get you on the board. Let me look back through it real quick. I know I got Quake 311. I got A Styles. Okay, listen. All right, I think we good. I think we good. All right, I'm gonna switch back to my other screen real quick. So 16 people. All right, so yes, Smash. That's a touchy subject, but they can release. They can put everything on one package and re-release it. It's gonna get bought, especially in the beginning life cycle of the Switch. They should do it early and then come up with a new Smash later in the cycle and just keep the party rolling. To be honest though, if one game I really hope they do is the ARMS 2. I think ARMS was a phenomenal fighting game. I really enjoyed playing ARMS. I enjoyed it playing more locally than I did playing online. The local battles was so funny. I would play with my sons and my daughter, and they all, man, listen, if my son Joseph would lose, he would be so upset, boy. He would be furious. He says, is GT on the wheel? No, GT didn't chime in tonight. Because I would have had him on the board, even if he would have said, what up? Arms 2 equal legs. That would be something. Or you could pick and choose. Like if you in close combat, you get close, you could be punching them, and then if you long, you kicking them. That's funny. But yeah, arms 2. That's funny. I will be all in favor of the arms 2, Astro Chain 2. I would like to see that happen. I'm trying to think. Give me 2K and with 60 frames per second. And listen, and I'm a happy camper. Give me 60 frames per second on the 2K. Give me 60 frames per second on this football. And buddy, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to think what other game. When it comes down to this Switch, I'm ready right now to figure out, hey, what I'm dealing with, the money I need to put away. I want to get that solidified. I got about $1,000 put away. I'm paying for mine, and my son has saved up enough money to pay for his, so I've put that money away. But I want to see what's the rest of my damage, because you got to get 2 or 3 games. So I wish I kind of had that information on deck. So about this being at $20 here, $20 there. Before you know it, you'll look up and then you'll have it all paid for. Progress in Silent Hill, man, nata. Cause I've been playing Final Fantasy. I kind of like that game. It's in the same old. It's in the same place it was before. Let's see. Hold on. Let's jump onto some news. It's not a whole lot, good people. So you gotta bear with me. Save stories. So let me look at that there. Get back to the wheels of steel. Listen, Quake. Steve M got me. He killed me. He was like, hey, the Lions just traded for Devontae Adams. And I was like, oh, man, I got to check, I got to see what's going on. And then got played. He says, for the news, he says, to be honest, I prefer innovation than graphics, probably why I enjoy VR more now. You know what? I've been playing. I play like before I go to bed. One of my games I play late is chess on VR. Like I got my son picked me up a Vision Pro, and so I play chess on it, and I absolutely love the experience. I love the experience on there. So yeah, I get it. I'm telling you, listen, mark my words. I'm saying Nintendo Switch attached is the VR portion of the Nintendo Switch 2. That's gonna be it. And everybody gonna be, oh, Nintendo. Let's see. Okay, let me switch screens real quick and get you over here. Let's look at some news that we have. All right, PS5 Pro enhanced mode to offer constant 60 frames per second report claims. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really like that. You know what? I don't know if I can get if the PS5 Pro, let's say for instance, if it's like maybe $500, let's say it's $600. If it's $600 and they can give me $400 for my current PS5, I trade it in. I would trade it in. I would definitely upgrade if I had that offer. If they gave me like, all right, we'll give you $400. But anything less than that, $300. No, I can't see myself paying $300 extra for a PS5 Pro, even off the trade-in. It's like, oh man, I just don't want to do that. Let's see. I guess we'll we'll read what they got. This is it says more details have emerged about Sony's PS5 Pro console, which will apparently adopt an enhanced label for games that offer an exclusive graphical mode. Sony has now officially announced that the PS5 Pro Sony has not officially announced the PS5 Pro yet, but it seems obvious that this one exists. Given the recent wave of leaks, a bunch of technical specifications for the console appeared last month, describing the significant boost in ray tracing speed, a GPU with a 33.5 teraflop, and that's a lot, and the inclusion of Sony's new upscaling technology. Everybody's doing upscaling now. So the leak was followed up by more details on the system's memory. 576 gigabytes over the standard console's 446 gigabytes. But that ain't a huge jump. Okay, I'm start complaining. And a rumored release date of holiday 2024. Let's see. A new report now claims that to have details on a PS5 Pro enhanced label, internally named Trinity Enhanced, to indicate which game takes advantage of the console's improved specs. The label will be akin to the PS4 Pro enhanced label, which similar denotes the game that utilizes the console's improved resolution and frame rate over the base model. You know what? The PS4 Pro was probably another system that like, man, I shouldn't have bought. I do have some buyer's remorse on that one. This is according to the Insider Gaming, games will have to offer PS5 Pro exclusive graphics mode to qualify for the label. Supposedly, this mode must include 3 features: PlayStation's spectacular super resolution, support for upscaling to 4K, a consensus 60 frames rate, and added or improved ray tracing effects. Okay, but what if some of these companies decide to say, man, I'm not doing that. My games run just good as on the PS5. So for games to do that, PlayStation is going to need a lot of these third-party developers to say, hey, I'm going to jump on and do my games like this here. I don't know, man. I don't know. They need... A-Style says... they just need to get the processor's absolute sync AI takeover. It is. The report states that the games may also be given the label if they offer an increased target solution over the base console, an increased target maximum resolution, or an increased target frame rate. These improvements are said to be possible due to PlayStation 5's advanced GPU and 28% increase in RAM. Over the base console. Okay, that to me, that's huge. 28% increase. Okay, all right, I'm here for that. Which allows it to offer twice the rendering speed. See, anytime you have a system, like anytime you buy a computer, most of y'all know this. You always want to buy more RAM because that RAM is going to help that thing run good. And so I'm all in favor of that right there. So none of these details have been confirmed by the original leaked specifications, have been corroborated by various sources. So there seems little reason to doubt these additional details. The big question is when Sony will actually announce the new console. The company usually hosts a state of play presentation in May or June every year. So we might have to wait a little while before we finally get official details. All right. Man, I'm not overly excited for a PS5 Pro like I was for a PS4 Pro. I was like, oh man, I was really excited. And then when I got it, I didn't really see a difference. And so I was kind of disappointed. And I don't want that same effect. So I don't know if I'll be jumping on this bad boy right at launch. It might one of them things like, I might wait to get a PS5 Pro. But if more games jump on with this enhanced mode, I might not have any choice. Sure, if that's the case, I might have to even upgrade my not my graphics card, but my my Elgato to be able to stream some of these games. My bad. All right, it says even Xbox is dreaming of a better Windows handheld. Opinion: how do you know a product category might not be long for this world? What? Okay. It says, it's nothing new, as there has been plenty of chatter and rumors swirling around the idea of Xbox gaming handheld, especially as we've seen PlayStation release the Portal and more manufacturers join the PC handheld rat race. I've even written about it in this very column previously, declaring the Rogue Alley shows why we need an Xbox handheld. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer appeared to completely agree. I want my Lenovo Legion Go to feel like an Xbox. Let's stop there and just address that statement, because I agree. I want it to be, I want the operating system to be as fluid or as seamless as plugging in my Xbox. I want it to be just like that. Let's see it. Let's go to a couple comments real quick. This is let's see. A Style says be living that AK lifestyle. I like I've seen some AK TVs and they look phenomenal, but man, you know what? New shows look great. It's when you watch some old shows and you be like, you see how terrible they look. So I can only imagine what shows like The Heat of the Night or those old Law and Orders, what they look like in 8K. Probably absolutely terrible. Supersonic Michael J said, so on September 13, 2023, I decided to buy Super Bomberman R2 for $50. The Battle 64 mode was shut down December 1st, 2028. So I wanted to get that mode back in the game. After 13 days, I bought everything there was in the eShop coin currency. But by the end of the season 1, I had 100,000 useless coins until they added more to the eShop. After about a month, the game died off from way less people playing. With Season 3 starting tonight, the game still hasn't given us anything to use. My 2009. Ooh. Yeah, I can see why you be mad. Useless coins. Geeky says she's back. That was crazy. Sirens went off and everything. Well, good. I'm glad the sirens. I'm hoping the sirens will stop ringing, and it sounds like you safe, and that's great. I only like at tornado drills like during school. Like, you know what? Hey, if it's bad weather coming, man, send us home. Don't want you want to be around. Just send us home. Let's see. But back to this comment. I totally agree. I would want my Legion Go, because to me, a Steam Deck feels kind of close to an Xbox. A Rogue Alley it just seems like it feel like a tablet with a little, it don't. I want it to feel like my Xbox controller. I want to feel like I have a true Xbox experience, and I want that bad boy to be able to work and work flawlessly. Let me continue to read. That the Steam Deck offers a wonderful value-packed Steam line experience for playing your PC games on the go. By comparison, Windows 11 power handhelds have offered various degrees of success in this department. Okay, let me stop there. I have not had the best experience on either system of using Windows. it's just too clunky and it's not consistent. That'd be my issue. Sometimes things work, sometimes they don't. So I'm not totally in favor of window-based games right now. My experience with the Steam Deck has been pretty much flawless when it at least comes to navigating the system and playing games and being able to play a game, pause it, cut the system off, cut the system back on, and right back into the game. That's what I need off every handheld. I need to be able to cut that thing off and cut it back on and then immediately go back to what I was playing. I think every handheld needs to offer that kind of experience going forward. It says, he says, in our review experience, the Asus ROG Ally does this well, but the Lenovo Legion Go not so much. Yeah, that's the reason why it's sitting over there. It's like, yeah, once I get a game playing, it's great, but to get that game to playing is just a terrible experience. It's not a very good experience. This is and it's based on a recent interview with Polygon, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer thinks the exact same, and he's begun speculating on how Xbox could make the experience better. So this is what Phil said. He said, I brought the Legion Go with me to GDC. I am on the airplane and I have a list of everything that makes it not feel like an Xbox. Are all of my games there? Do all my games show up with the save file that I want? I said, I'll tell you one game that doesn't right now is driving me crazy. It's Fallout 76. It doesn't have cross save. I have to be able to boot it in an Xbox app in a full screen, but it is in a compatible mode, and all my social experience is there. I want to feel like the dash of my Xbox when I turn on the television, except I want it on those devices. Same, Phil said. Same. Coincidentally, I myself used the Legion Go on the plane during my test period with the device, as well as the software quirks. The hardware irked me as it wouldn't sit steady on the tray table. And that's true. It had that issue too. Add to the list of things, Mr. Spencer. Okay, I'm gonna skip on down here. Okay, so when I look at you, Xbox is in a great position if they continue to produce and put out high games for their system and continue to make Game Pass that much more of a better experience. I don't understand why they just don't do a couple things. They could make a game specific AI user interface that could be transferred to all these systems and make all these systems great. But I don't know if Xbox wants to kind of control that, so that financial and that money will come flowing towards them. Because if they put a gaming system out there and they have a wonderful UI and Game Pass just works and it's only on Xbox and you can only get it there, then they trump the Legion Go. They trump all this stuff except the Steam Deck. Really, they trump the Steam Deck, especially if you can get Steam. If I can get Steam on that Xbox handheld, boy, then you got a winner, man. I wouldn't call it checkmate, but man, the pressure is on. You know, like if you're Valve, what do? Yeah, you can produce a handheld that has, Steam on there, but man, if Microsoft got one and you can do Steam and you get access to your Xbox Live, man, that's the win-win. let's see. Supersonic Maka J says, I finished all the shops in gradual progress ranking, but ever since beating story mode, each new season, all the awards are useless coins. Captain C says, thoughts on the new Captain America? Oh, I'm so glad you brought this story up. And Black Panther game, boy, oh boy, looks like another. Do you think so? I don't think so, man. Even though, I mean, of course, Black Panther is definitely different. I am for right now. The verdict is out. Of course, I got to see more gameplay. What they showed off to me was pretty great. But I will agree with you. The excitement is there like it was for Gotham Knights, like it was for Suicide Squad. The excitement level is there. But you got to see them. You got to see them more in action. But for what I've seen so far, man, I am for it. I am so for this game. Like, I'm very, very, very excited. The key is going to be is that, you know what? I got to see some more of it. Currently, right now, I'm excited. If you have not seen the trailer from GDC, you should take some time tonight to go look up Captain America and the Black Panther game. I thought it's a beautiful looking game. Beautiful looking game. So I'm for it. I'm for it. Great question, Captain C. Great question. Let's see. What else? All right, let me get back up out of here. I'm in favor of Xbox making it handheld whenever they decide. If they decide to do it like this here, I'm for it. I am so for it. That looks absolutely gorgeous. That looks absolutely gorgeous. I would be so favored. That's a great screen, like a great D-pad. Man, whoever rented this here, boy, you got me salivating over here. That's a beautiful screen. Listen, okay. Come on, Xbox, just give it to me. Right, 90s. I love the side. That size right there, man. That looks like something I would want right now. That is something that if they said $600, I'd be like, all right, I'll figure it out. I'll have to figure it out. 90s, and put you on the board while I'm thinking about it. Because if I don't, I'll forget. 90s Misfit in the building. Gotcha. Yeah, we talked about that last week. We talked about the things that they would need, like this handheld would absolutely need to have to separate itself from all the other competition. You know, to me, battery life would be absolutely number one on my list. And they have to have an experience that transfers all the games you're going to play on Game Pass over to the system without a hiccup. Because that right there, man, this is a beautiful looking system. Beautiful system. And I would be like, okay, this is a day one purchase for me. This is almost on the level of excitement of a new Switch. I would be like, oh man, listen, let's go Xbox. 'Cause, you know, listen, I always root for the underdog, man. I want Xbox to be competitive. You know, competition is good for everybody, but man, that would be come get my money, buddy. Gigi says, yeah, that looks nice. Yeah, that's a beautiful system. Is that if Xbox wants to survive, it needs a handheld. I think they all do. Not just Xbox. I think Sony needs a handheld. Like they gotta get to that. They gotta offer those kind of options. And I think, you know, if Xbox gets to the market first with a handheld that coincide with their system, man, they're gonna really, really put a lot of heat on Sony. Candy says, not for $600 though. Come on now, Candy. You trying to tell me you wouldn't pay $600? Listen, how much you pay for your Steam Deck OLED? A couple extra dollars. Listen, a couple extra dollars, you'll make it happen. 90 says, Xbox was my first system after Nintendo, so I always be a stan. Oh, listen, a fan. I'm assuming I say fan. Oh yeah, I didn't. You know what? Speaking of that, listen, I didn't jump on the Xbox bandwagon right away. I had an original Xbox, but I got it late in the cycle. I got it, you know, at like right after I think maybe Halo 2 might have came out, and I jumped on. And then then the 360, I was there day one. So I kind of wish I'd have kept my Xbox. I like that big old machine for some reason. Gigi says, I've been using my Steam Deck like crazy lately. To play the Stardew Valley update. D1 says, too much traveling between analog and face buttons. Oh man. That is a lot. That is a travel. You might be right on that one. It's one of them things, you know, I guess you gotta get it in your hands. Excuse me. I guess you just gotta get, but that's still a beautiful system, man. I can adjust my hand placement for sure, but that's a beautiful system. Captain C said, I've recently played Arkham Knight, and I'm impressed how it holds up. The fighting system, stealth gameplay, really ahead of its time. Yeah, that's why every year I buy it on something. And when I first picked it up on Steam, I was like, oh my goodness, it was so refreshing to replay those bad boys. Well, I didn't replay them all the way through, but to replay them on the Steam Deck was like crazy good, especially on the OLED. It looks so phenomenal. So yeah, I feel your pain totally on that. Says, I can't see that in BP versus CA. I don't know what that means, Captain C. Help me out. And also feel like none of us would do handheld like Xbox. The hardware is going to be top tier, and the continual from consoles to handheld will likely be seamless. And that's what needs to happen. That to me, for Xbox to really separate himself and really put the pressure on Sony and Nintendo, that experience has to be seamless. It's the reason why I think a lot of us, like, we play Nintendo because I'm telling you, listen, the Switch, it's the games, of course, but the portability of this thing and that seamless connection, I just grab it and go, and we on the TV. That's how it has to be. It has to be just that seamless. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be very interesting what they come out with. I just hope they don't come out with a big bulky system. I want that bad boy to be sleek, have great battery, and have a seamless experience. And if they can do that, buddy, listen, it's a win-win. CMG said, you starting to see the light in handhelds outside of Switch. Living in the bed with my Steam Deck. Yeah, man, listen. It's like my little partner, you know. Listen, my wife go to sleep, I can just pull that bad boy out, put some headphones on, I'm good. The Steam Deck has really gotten me out of my man cave, but back into my bed with my wife. You know, my wife, she don't even trip about it. She's like, long as you here in the bed with me, I'm good. Handhelds are the future. Whew. You know what? They are, if I think Nintendo's idea of a supplemental computing device makes handhelds the future. It's just like, you know, just to be able to come home and say, you know what, now I can have enhanced gameplay on my TV just by connecting it to a box. It's gonna be special. It's gonna be special. Said been enjoying God of War on the Legion Go. I haven't played it on the Legion Go yet, but I've played it on the Steam Deck and it's phenomenal. So he said, no, CMG. If Steam Deck was smaller, more comfortable, then maybe I will be swayed. But as soon as an update hits the Switch, I'm putting the Steam Deck back on the shelf. You know what? Man, listen, I still say Nintendo missed out on the opportunity to have a Switch OLED light. I've been so in favor of that. I tried to go back and just play a little bit on my Switch Lite, and it was like, oh man, the screen was like, it was bright, but it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best experience. D1 said, sorry, Valve button config is too nice. Analog inside of the Facebook, and I said Facebook, but the face buttons, and only centimeters away. Yeah, I mean it's a really, really comfortable experience. I absolutely agree with you on that. I would tell you on the OLED, and I'm kind of glad they kind of fixed on the original Steam Deck. I would have issues with the buttons, especially this trigger button, would get caught sometimes. It would always be. It wouldn't happen all the time, but sometimes it would get caught, and it would just make me mad. But they fixed it on the new one, so I'm good with that. Captain C says Black Panther versus Captain America. Yeah, that I right now, as it seems, as they have introduced it to the world, I think it's gonna be a wonderful experience so far. Until I see it in gameplay, until I see enough of it, then I'll make my decision. But if it came out tomorrow, I'll be picking it up. As of it is right now. But you know what? This was one of them games that next year it's gonna be hot. It's gonna be really, really interesting to see. You're gonna have if it comes out next year, you're gonna have that and Wolverine the same year. Woo! You're gonna have next year is gonna be the year. Boy, next year is gonna be the year. Xbox coming into the handheld. Yeah, but you know what though? But I watched Digital Foundries today, and you know what they talked about, and they show evidence like, hey, you know what? They have been thinking about this since 2021. According to those leaked, documents from that court case, on the top of their pyramid, they had handheld device. So this is definitely something they are going to do, and it's going to be phenomenal, I believe. CMG says okay, I said that right there. D1 says the Xbox render would have my fat hands hitting the sticks while pushing A and B furiously. Not the fat hands, D1. Bazza says the Xbox Series S should have been a handheld, as I said before. Yeah, you did. I do remember that conversation we had on the show. And you're right. If that would have turned into a handheld, buddy, we're talking a different situation with this console wars right now. Right now, if they came out, if it snuck out with a handheld that was somehow seamlessly with your current Series X, GG no re. Lord, I would get it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Ew, geeky. More like back of the deck. Let's see. D1 says, I have Nick hands. So the LCD deck, Dreamcast, OG Xbox controllers are perfect. Ooh, that first Xbox controller, that bad boy was like that bad boy was like a steering wheel. Okay, big hands. Ha. So would they still call it an Xbox? Absolutely. The branding, yeah, absolutely. That's not going nowhere. All right. Well, you know what? Listen, man. I look forward to what gaming has to offer. I know for sure in the next coming months we're gonna find some information out, and whenever that reveal trailer pops up, it's gonna be something special. Let's see. What else do we have to talk about this evening? Killer Instinct was one of my favorite arcade games ever. I remember at a time when I was working at I was working inside this mall at Taco Bell, and the mall was called Tel 12. It was on Telegraph and 12 Mile, and but they had an arcade, and buddy, you can just hear Killer Instinct blaring all the way over to Taco Bell. I just remember Ultra Combo. That the guy who did that voice, they picked the right guy, because the voice alone made you want to play the game. It made you want to get a combo every time. It's a Xbox Vision Pro X. Oh man. Captain C says, speaking of Smash Brothers earlier, who else are they missing? Waluigi, Laura Cross, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Rayman. Oh, you know what? Listen, Master Chief, Goku. To me, listen, them two should have been in there. As you got Ken and Ryu, and you got Goku in that bad boy, boy, oh boy. Goku and Vegeta, boy. Whew, that'd be crucial. Some Killer Instinct characters would have been nice too. I ain't in front. Let's see, D1. It says, I'm a Xbox Series is the most likely what will be minimized to a handheld, especially since it doesn't have a disk drive. I don't know how Xbox is really gonna keep all those SKUs. You know, you got the Series S, and you got the Series S 1 terabyte, and you got this new possibly Series X with no disk drive. I saw a white one today on somebody's channel. So I don't know, yeah. D1 says, I don't like the new mechanics of Killer Instinct. Call me old fashioned, I guess. Bought it on the deck, played it less than 5 times, deleted it. You know what? Compared to other fighting games, it's not my best fighting game, but I like the original because it was like, man, that was the deal. But you're right. I have to admit, like you go to play like Tekken. Oh man, Tekken. I played Tekken 8 recently, man. It plays so good. I need to buy it. I bought it I played it somewhere else, but man, it plays so good. Such a technical fighter, man. You gotta be good to play Tekken. I like to say you gotta be good. But listen, I might understand. I definitely understand when it comes down to Killer Instinct. It don't play as fluid as I would like it. So I guess we can agree with all that. But you know what? It's got an update. Killer Instinct Anniversary Edition latest patch notes are now available. The goal date for release of this update is Tuesday, April 2nd. Once a time is solidified, we will announce it across our socials. This update contains a few gameplay tuning changes, permanent ranking, crossplay, etc., etc. So, listen, Killer Instinct got a new update. I think it's new stages. So, definitely want to check that out. They said, hopefully this is released tomorrow. Let's see. Captain C says, also other characters for Smash, Subway Surfer guy, Spider-Man. Dang, Spider-Man would never come. They would have to pay for Spider-Man to get over there. Oh man, now Miyamoto, that will be dope. I will be all in favor of that. Chris Pratt? Nah. Garfield? Maybe. I'll be in favor for Garfield. To me, if you're gonna put Garfield, you gotta put my boy Snoopy. That would be so dope. I'll be all in favor of that. You can even put Mickey Mouse from Illusions. You put that Mickey Mouse from that game in there. All right, so let's see what else. As Switch approaches the PS2 lifetime sales, Sony moves the goalpost. You know, when I seen that story and see when he said that it's probably closer to 160 million, because he know that title is coming down. But I need some proof. I need to see the receipts. I need to see the receipts. It says back in February, Nintendo confirmed that the Switch family has now sold over 139 million. So they announced that back in February. So I was probably like, I think that might have been like, that's like the end of December sales. It's either the end of December or the end of January 1 and 2 sales. I think it's December. So you think about it, that's the end of December. You got a whole 3 months. Yeah, they're probably like 144 maybe million, because that bad boy still be outselling. But it doesn't outsell here. Like here in the U.S., what I'm saying, it's been PlayStation for a grip now. But over in Japan, it's been all Nintendo. So isn't Garfield in multiverse? I don't know. When did that come out? I said I want to. It's gonna be free to play again. I want to pick that up on Steam. As Zanny puts his best in his channel, what the Fortnite is going on? Oh man, what the Fortnite is going on? We just kind of just talking right now. I don't know how Sony made that move to say, you know what, we just got an extra 5 million. We're just gonna pull that number out our tail. So back in February, Nintendo confirmed that the Switch family system sold over 139 million units since the OG console launched in March 2017. Almost 2 months later, it's reasonably safe to assume. Let me get out of here. Let's see. Which means the Switch only needs to sell a further 15 million to surpass the PS2 at 155 million units, right? Well, not quite. According to PlayStation ex-CEO Jim Ryan, who officially resigned as April 1st, who appeared on the official PlayStation podcast to commemorate his time at the firm, the PS2 has actually sold a total of 160 million units, thanks VGC. This means the Switch is roughly 20 million units shy of becoming the best console of all time by current estimates. Now, given Ryan's position at Sony during this time at the firm, we can't imagine that this is just a random number he pulled out his back pocket. PS2 consoles were officially produced right up until 2013, while Sony had stopped supplying figures in 2012. So it's entirely plausible that the PS2 managed to add another 5 million onto the 155 million that had been previously confirmed. What also is important to consider, however, is that the PS2 had a remarkable lengthy lifespan. Original launched in March of 2000, production ending in 2013. That's a long time. Meant that it had an incredible 13 year on the market. The Switch has now been available for over 7 years, but assumingly Nintendo chooses to keep it available as a budget option. When the successor eventually launch, we reckon 160 million is still well within reach. Woo! D1 says Multiverse is DC, Warner Brother, Hanna Brother, and Cartoon Network characters. Yes. Let's see. It says one PS and Xbox are backwards compatible. They're not cross compatible, but the Nintendo is not. It says as Nintendo releases new consoles, they may make a remake of a game that people like on a former console. When the console shuts down, many of the games are retro and require older consoles to play. However, some of the popular games are remade for newer consoles, but not all the popular games are brought back. Some games get sequels instead. Super Smash Bros. 2, Yoshi Island, Crafted World. My question here is, if a game is such as TLOZ, WW, were really great games on the GameCube and Wii U, yet these consoles have been shut down. Why are these games not brought back or re-released on Switch or newer consoles? Even Breath of the Wild was released on the Switch and the Wii U was failing. Do you think these games still have a chance or only a matter of time? Oh, okay. I don't know them games are that you listed. However, I think it's always a chance if those games were popular enough and made enough money in the beginning. You know, at the end of the day, Nintendo's a business, and they're only going to re-release games if they can see a profit from it. So yes, and it could happen. The likely it happened all depends on the games. But you know, this is for that reason alone is the reason why I kind of support emulation, and I support, you know what I'm saying, being able to re-download those games. If Nintendo's not going to offer you an option to kind of, you know, to give to get back into that system or be able to play those games, then some games should be able to be downloaded. I'm in favor of that. Wind Waker, okay. Wind Waker is probably a definitely go. I definitely see Wind Waker making a move. Wind Waker would definitely probably be on this new system, or it might even help fill out the rest of the year if Nintendo chooses to release something. All right, let's see. Let's see, what else do we have to talk about? Because not a lot. Let me tell you, it's not a lot of news. F-Zero Maximum Velocity available on Switch Online and plus expansion packs members. I was never a big F-Zero fan. I like racing games. I've played it. I just wasn't like this overly big fan of it. So to me, like, I'll get to it eventually, but I'm not like, breaking the walls down to get to it. Anybody else excited for F-Zero? Let's see. Spiral 4 is the next game from Toys for Bob. I bet money before they split from Xbox, this game was probably already in development. This is probably going to come out sometime next year. But I think this is a good choice. I just hope it's not as simple as the original Spiral games was, because they wasn't like the best games. They was okay. I know my sons do not know this, and they should have watched my show, but they did not. But Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2 Future Saga DLC chapter announced. Let's see. Now, this is another game that's been out for a long time, and they keep updating this bad boy because it's people like my son who keeps buying it. Let's see. I'm trying to get a date for him. So the publisher Namco developer devs have announced that chapter four of the downloadable content are officially in the works. It's being called Future Saga. There isn't much in regards to when the DLC will release. In fact, all that is confirmed is that chapter 1 will be coming soon. All right, so if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan, like my children are, DLC chapter, I think it was chapter 4 or chapter 1. Chapter 1, I think, is coming soon. All right. Another short little Gearbox sold by Embracer for $460 million. I believe that Embracer bought Gearbox for almost $1 billion. So dang, to lose half of your investment, that's hard. But it is what it is. So what's Toys for Bob? Toys for Bob was a video game company that helped out on Call of Duty. All those what you call it, those Banjo Kazooie, not Banjo Kazooie, but Crash Bandicoot remakes. They did all of that. Knight Rider. Oh, they got a new. Is that a Knight Rider movie or is it a TV show? I keep seeing the commercials for it. But Knight Rider was my stuff when I was a kid. Love Knight Rider. Let's see. D1 says, Gaming Dad, did you see the news about EA converting their games? Oh. You know what? I just kind of wonder how that's going to play out, man, because Madden 24 on a Steam Deck it didn't even run. The last good Madden that you can play on your Steam Deck is Madden 23. Madden 23 runs flawlessly. Madden 24 runs like it don't even run good on your Windows. So if you like playing your stuff in handheld mode on your Steam Deck or any Windows device, you're gonna have a terrible time playing EA games. I just wonder how that's going to transpire onto a new Switch. So that sucks, man. I don't know what 2K is doing, but I hope 2K don't go that route either. It's a question for Gaming Dad and everyone in the chat. Back in the 1950s to the 1990s, there were some good TV shows. Although these shows have ended production and now are only reruns, if you could choose one to come back into a new season and more production, which one would you choose and why? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, and this might not be very popular, but I would say bring the Cosby Show back. The Cosby Show, even though, listen, I'm not going to judge Bill Cosby for what he did that day in my place, but the shows he produced and released were good shows and had some good moral values in those shows. So that would be my one selection. Bring back the Cosby Show. Let's see. EA equal Colonel Mode. Let's see. Go down. Okay, I read that already. All right. Embracer can't manage all these entities they bought. Yeah, they thought they was. I think that deal, they had that deal when it was like worth $2 billion. When that deal fell out, all that came back onto Embracer, and boy, they couldn't deal with that. He said, "Bring back Def Comedy Jam." Man, those were good times. The question would be, would you bring back Martin as the host? I'll be all in favor of that. All in favor. All right, good. People, it's like 10 o'clock. Let's see. Do I get any more stories? Let's see. 7 things I'd like to see in Steam Deck 2. First, better performance. Of course. I think it's that next Steam Deck is going to be I can say right now, I would definitely purchase a new Steam Deck. Definitely, I will be in day one on a new Steam Deck, for sure. So better performance, I think that's a given. This is more gaming handhelds. Let's see what they mean by that. So I see a vast library to choose from, and I have played big titles like Baldur's Gate 3, which is absolutely fine overall, but not without making huge sacrifices in graphical department to get it to run effectively. It says it took a lot of trial and error with the settings for this game, and I still wasn't happy with how it looked compared to the experience of just booting up my Xbox. Many have reported issues with titles like Starfield and Big Cities regarding the more graphical intense games. Alternatives like Rogue Ally drastically outperformed the Steam Deck due to its more powerful components. Woo! Okay, so yeah, I agree with that. I think, you know what, it was the first one here. It says better performance for AAA games. I'm agree with that. Second, improved battery. I think we talked about this last week. Yeah, I think it needs a better battery out of session. I don't mind carrying a power bank with me, but I want that bad boy to definitely have a long enough battery, so I'm gonna be plugging it up right away. So give us an extra USB-C port. You know what? I didn't know how beneficial this was until I got a Legion Go. The Legion Go, you know, that extra port, it just makes things a little more seamless. You know, less headache. Let's see. Built-in support for other gaming apps. If they can somehow, say communicate those two over, if this thing had, like Xbox native, an app strictly for Xbox, this would be dope. So yeah, I don't know how they make that happen, but to me, they need to make that happen. I don't think Xbox is going to be in favor because they're going to be direct competition if Xbox drops a handheld. So this is going to be an interesting standpoint how they take it. A lightweight design. A lightweight design sounds nice, but if you tell me would I prefer a device that had a better battery compared to it being lightweight, give me the better battery. So if they can make both of those things happen simultaneously, then it's a win-win. Number 6, Steam Deck Design Lab. You know what? I don't too much care for that. I think, you know what? Yeah, you can dress it up and make it. I don't care. I want the games to play. I want it to feel good in my hands. I want it to play well. All the extra, dressing it up, making it look nice, personalizing it. But I mean, I get it. But it's not. This is definitely not even on my list. Number 7, Hall effect sticks and micro switch face buttons. Okay, I'm in favor of this. I support this message. Yeah, 'cause you know what? Absolutely. After living through, Drift, yeah, definitely you want Hall effect sticks on these bad boys to make sure you don't have any issues. All right, so yeah, those 7 things are definitely on my list. Let's see. A Style says, I was going to say Wayne's Brothers. Do I really need to say why? No, you don't. Oh, man. He says, anyone have good Disney Plus show suggestions? It says, I just finished X-Men. Okay, D1. How was X-Men? Listen, I have not touched it yet. I said I was going to wait. I have not touched X-Men. Brother, give me your opinion before you get about that. He said, Mandalorian, Boba Fett. Listen, hey, if you like Star Wars D1, I'm telling you, Ahsoka, whatever her name is, hers and Obi-Wan was both good. Hers was better than Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan's was good too. Definitely looking forward to both of those bad boys. If you on Disney Plus, I highly recommend it, Ahsoka, because her stuff was good. I'm like, dang, that was good, real good. What's going on, Dub City in the building, man? Good morning to you. Let me get you on the board. Listen, you got in right on time. I'm winding down. Let's see. Good people, while we looking at the board, if you don't see your name on the board, let a brother know so I can get you on the board. Because I do make mistakes. Let's see. All right, hold on. Dub City on the board. He says, Gigi says, a lightweight design is so needed. It is. Listen, but it is. But if I had to pick, shoot, I'd deal with the same deck. Just give me a better battery life. But if they can get us both, man, that's a win. That's one thing about the OLED is like you could definitely tell it's lighter than the current Steam Deck. The OLED is the truth. Captain C says Shogun on D+. Nope, Shogun is on what's that? Is it Epic? It's not on Disney Plus though. I heard Shogun was pretty good, but I know it's not on Disney Plus. D1 said, I wonder if Valve would upgrade the internals on the LCD. What are you talking about? I believe the next Steam Deck is gonna be OLED. I don't think they go back. I don't think they go back. I watched a movie this weekend that was pretty good. It's called American Fiction. And man, it was a really, really good. It's a movie for intelligent people. And I say that because sometimes certain things will go over your head, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. And you know what? The message that the movie was conveying was definitely interesting. Yep, American Fiction. I believe that is on. It might be on Peacock. But yeah, it was really, really good. Cool Breezy, what's going on, man? Let me get Cool Breeze on the scene. Cool Breeze, you jumped right on time, my brother. Cause I was winding down. We were just talking these last couple stories. Cool Breeze is in the building. All right. Good people. Got 19 people on the board today. 19. Let's see. Captain C says a bear. Kiki says battery life has been pretty decent, but I just played Stardew Valley. You know what? Listen, yeah, more intense games like God of War or like yeah, your big time AAA games, they just really drag on that battery life. It's all in Disney Plus in here. I think so. So X-Men 97 is good so far, but they're cramming together comic stories just like the MCU. There are some audio and animation gripes I have on it though. Oh, okay, but as long as the stories are straight, I can deal with that. Let's see. Shogun is on Disney Plus. It gave me that. Is it? Okay. All right. I didn't know that. I thought it was just on Epic. All right. I might have to check that out too. Anything with Jeffrey Wright is a win. Cool Breeze is on here twice as nice. Let me get you on twice as nice. Cool Breezy. All right. Cool Breeze is on here twice. It says puppy sound excited over something. Yeah. I think it's about that time they need to go back outside. They usually go back outside around this time here. So my son is probably getting ready to take them outside, or my other son probably came home from work. So one of the two. All right, good people. Listen, you know what? It is 10:11. We had some good conversations tonight, but let's go ahead and get it in where we fit in. If I win tonight, I'm going to give my winnings to Candy P in the building. If I win, Candy gets. So Candy's on here twice as nice. So it's quite a few of you guys. So we have 20 on the board. So last call. Before we get started, you know how we do. If your name is called first, you get the one-off of sounds of my boy Peter Griffin.
You are out of here.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start off first, and we're going to get the sheep out the way. What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Solid Knuckle Tails. What did the sheep say? Last week's winner, ladies and gentlemen, is off the board. Quick, fast, in a hurry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it moving and grooving. Who's up next to catch the flex and be our first loser of the night? And it will be Cool Breeze.
You lose.
Is out of here, ladies and gentlemen. That's 2 down, 18 to go. D1 says X-Men 97 is staying pretty close to the original, and they are fleshing out other characters besides Wolverine. They've done right by Cyclops so far, but the whole team hasn't been introduced yet. Okay, yes. Yeah, how many episodes have been released yet? Like, like what episode are you currently on? He said, I love the sheep. I know, man. He's one of my favorite. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 18. Let's keep it clean and mean. Who's up next to catch the flex and be off the board next? And it will be. Uh-oh. It's getting close. My friend Ben is out of here. Peace out. Let's keep it moving and grooving. We're down to 17. Keep it in lane for 17. Captain C. Is it going to be quick? It's going to be Las Vegas in the building. Quake 11 is out of here.
You are out of here.
Only 3 so far. How long are the episodes? I know I'm asking a lot. Because, if the episodes is like a half an hour long, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till maybe like 4 or 5. They get about 4 or 5 episodes, then I'll jump in and then catch up. Because I don't like to. If I'd have seen one and it's like, oh, you got to wait till next week, I'd be like, oh, man, forget this. RP double entry. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it rolling and flowing down to 16. Sweet 16. Who's up next to catch the flex? Oh, Dub City, man. Please exit left. Dub City's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. He's out of here. All right, we're keeping it rolling and flowing. Who's up next? We had 15. And it will be Christopher Chambers. You out of here. All right, we're down to 14. We'll keep it rolling down the street. Getting to the beat. Rolling. CMG, my brother for another mother. Please exit left. Good God almighty. We're down to 13. Lucky 13. Who is going to be that lucky 13th player tonight? And it will be. Oh, man. It's getting close. Ooh. Cam, I am.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir. Down to 12, 33 minutes. Okay, yes. I'm gonna wait after episode 4, then I'm gonna jump in and binge watch. I'm gonna make that a 2-night event. I like it 2 one night, Then I'll do 2 another night, and then I'll be caught up. Oh yeah, I like doing it. Listen, you know what? I'm telling you, Blue Samurai. It was raunchy, but it was good. That was a good. I can't wait till that next season come out. All right, we're down to 12. Might as well. And our winner tonight will be Dave Dub as our winner tonight, ladies and gentlemen. But you know how we do.
Psych!
Better luck next time. Slugheads.
All right, we're down to 11. Who's up next to catch all of the flex? And it will be Supersonic Mockingjay.
Very good. Very good.
Very good.
You know something?
Know something?
No soup for you.
No soup for you.
Come back.
1 year. Next.
Next.
I love that, man. No soup for you. We're down to 10. Who's up for the win? Tonight is not my friend Ben. But it will be, Basil 24/7. 24/7. All right, Basil YT is off the board, ladies and gentlemen, down to 9. Man, she's fine as wine. It look like Kiki is out of here. 'Cause she gotta get ready for school. Kiki gotta get ready for school. Yeah, gotta get ready for school. Good night, Kiki. Oh man, I'm so tired. Sometimes I just crack myself up, man. Sometimes I just crack myself up. All right, let's see. CMG says, I am out of here. Yes, sir, you're out of here. Peace out. Oh man, got a bug in here. Ain't gonna be bothering me. Sonic says Angel Studios have a good series base of books by Andrew Peterson. The Wing Feather Saga season 1 is out, and season 2 is right around the corner. Oh, okay. I didn't even know Andrew Peterson wrote books like that. Oh, that's interesting. I might have to look into that. D1 says, "Gave me that. Don't wait too late. 3rd season right around in development." For real? Okay, I won't. You said 2nd and 3rd season. Oh, that's great. All right, yeah, I won't. I'll tell you. I'm wait after the 4th episode. I'm gonna jump on because I hate wait. I hate getting this episode and have to wait till next week. Got a bug in here, messing with me. It says 50 on the wheel someday. Someday, man. Somehow. Someday. We're gonna have to make it out of here. Dang, this bug is. I don't know how he got in here, but he in here. He bothered me. All right. Said 4 books soon, 7 seasons. Okay. I might have to look into that. I like Andrew Peterson. All right, let's go. We out to 8 people left. Who's up next to catch the flex? Man, this bug is going all over the place. These lights is bothering me. And it's like it's gonna be Cool Breezy is up out of here, quick, fast, in a hurry. Cool Breezy is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to number 7, the number of completion. Who would that be? Who will complete the number 7? And it looks like it's gonna be Steve M. All right, I had to do that. Steve, he got me early on the April Fool's joke. Shout out to Michigan Wolverines. We're down to final 6, ladies and gentlemen. Final 6 in the mix. Captain C, who would it be? All right. Down to 5, who is left to be alive? D1 in the building.
You are out of here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're down to our final four. He said the Wing Feather Saga is a great series of books. The audio books are well narrated too. Ooh, see that? Now that's up my speed because I drive a lot. I buy a lot of audio books, but usually I buy audio books because they are. I usually buy like a lot of educational audio books, but yeah, I might have to. I got some credits. I might have to pick that Wing Feather. I need to check in on that. Thank you for the shares. Ladies and gentlemen, down to the final four. Listen, Candy P is on here twice as nice because if I win tonight, I give it to Candy. A Styles is back in the winner's circle, man. Quick, fast, in a hurry. 90s, my boy, old school in the building, is in the final four, but it only could be one. Let's see who the next two to get off the board. Let's go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, it's like it's gonna be just like Candy. There was four, now there's three. Candy had to beat it, you see. But she's on here again because if I win tonight, if Give Me That wins tonight, I give it to my girl Candy. I always pick a winner for myself to give to someone else because this show is about you, not about me. 90s Misfit, A Styles on the board. Who's left to catch the flex? Who's going to be our final two? It looks like Candy, you went out back to back. God almighty. Give Me That is out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, look who's in the winner's circle again. I was hoping for Candy too, but that's all right. My brother from another mother, 90s. Old school in the building. 90s been rocking with me, man, since the beginning. A Styles, newcomer, man, already won the week before last, is back in the winner's circle tonight. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Cannon, where you at, man? Need you on these drums, man. Hit it for on time, please. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, our winner tonight will be, it's getting close, Oh, my boy, 90s take the L, but A Styles is our winner tonight. Kids, give it up for him. I don't know how I hit both buttons, but I did at the same time. A Styles, man, you know what to do, man. Listen, now, you got to contact me and say, hey, give me that with my money. Once you do that on Discord, buddy, I'll send it over here to you, but it's on you to do that. I don't search out for you. You got to hit your brother up. All right, good people, listen, this is your boy, Gaming Dad. So Gaming Dad, you should get the Mega Man Dying. Yes. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. Yes, you are right. That Mega Man, yeah, that's yes. I'm going to work on that. The Mega Man Dying sound. Yeah, that shows A Styles some love, man. He going back to back. But A Styles, you know what? Once you hear this, man, just send me the message on Discord. I hope you look back at the stream and see that you won, and just hit me up on Discord and say, hey, Gaming Dad, want my money? And I'll hook you up, my brother. Good people, this is your boy, Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all for hanging with me tonight. Let me get my prayer on like I always do, because I love to give God the praises, but I love to take you guys up and intercede for you on his behalf. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for this wonderful evening. I pray, Lord, that you bless those who took time out that day, Lord, to spend with me tonight on this show. I thank you, Lord, for allowing me to have this show, Lord, because the things that we have here on earth is not promised, but the things that you give us, Lord, are gifts. And so I'm so grateful to have this opportunity, Lord, to share your message with people that are like-minded, Lord. I'm so grateful and thankful. I ask and pray in the name of Jesus that you bless those who took time out tonight. I pray, Lord, you bless Candy, Lord, as she recovers, Lord. I pray, Lord, you continue to heal her body and her mind, Lord, and you protect her and her family. I pray, Lord, that you keep Geeky and her family safe, Lord, as they had a tornado warning during the stream, Lord. I just pray, Lord, that no more storms come their direction. I pray, Lord, that for your protection over them and their family. I pray, Lord, that you bless everyone else that's on the stream today, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that you just be kind to them, Lord, and continue to protect them, Lord. Let no weapon formed against them prosper, Lord. I ask and pray that you bless them spiritually, emotionally, and financially, that you deliver them from evil and keep all evildoers away from them. I pray, Lord, you bless them, bless their finances and their decision making. I pray, Lord, you bless the people that come into their lives, that they have good intentions, Lord. I pray, Lord, you bless them with the spirit of discernment, so they'll be able to seek out the things that's not of you. I thank you for this opportunity to be able to pray for those that took time out to hang out with me, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to pray to you. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray and give thanks to you, Lord. Amen. Good people, this is your boy Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all. Thank you, Geeky. Yes, another great show. Y'all be safe this week. Be careful. Your boy got a lot going on, but I just pray for me to be productive this week. I still haven't did my taxes. It's like, what am I doing? It's like, it's April 1st. I usually have my taxes done by now. But that's my mission this week, to get my taxes done. And my other mission is to get a lot of these pictures edited and out there to those who took time out to take pictures with me. He said the verse of the day. He says from the director of music, David. He says the fools say in his heart there is no God. They are corrupt. Their deeds are vile. There's no one who does good. You know what? This is true. You know what? It's a lot of people. You'd be surprised how many kids don't believe that there's a God. And you know, some of them are really quick to denounce the Bible, but have not touched it or read it because they've had bad experiences in churches. They think like, hey, this is what God offers, and you know what? And it's sad sometimes, but you know, you still got to continue to encourage them and be kind to them and be the light. You know, once you show people that, you know what, hey, I'm like this here because of God. I pray for people because, you know what, people prayed for me, and so I'm always try my best to be a witness and do good towards other people. So this scripture is very true for those who don't believe. You know what. God grieves for those who don't believe. So I just pray that, you know what, God continues to use you guys here. And I pray that you remember the command that Jesus gave his disciples. He says, go out and share the good news. So good people, go out and share the good news. Tell people why you are saved. Share that experience with them. People need to hear it more than the people that's in our households, even though that's where it starts. But, you know, you can't take that light and hide it inside your own house. You got to take that light and go spread it to other people. So more people have opportunity to be able to spend eternity with the Father. Good people. You said I came from the NIV version. Okay, gotcha. That's Psalms 14:1. A Styles says, let's go. Yeah. A Styles, man, send me a message on Discord and I'll get it to you. Dave says, Silent Tales, there are only 4 books as far as I'm aware of. Okay, gotcha. He said, The Commission. Y'all listen. Good music. All right, good people, listen. Hey, I'm about to get out of here and take my laptop upstairs and spend some time with my wife, and I might play some video games before I go to bed and eat me some din. And I'll see you guys next week. And I'm about to end my show like I always do, and in the immortal words of Don Cornelius. Peace, love, and soul, good people. Y'all have a good night, good week. Peace.